So in this week's Curiosity Corner, we asked this question. As a Christian, is it a sin for one to divorce their spouse and remarry? In recent times, marriage has become a very difficult institution to maintain, that we see couples break up after a couple of years and months for some people. And most times you'll be shocked at the kind of stories you hear as the reason behind their breakup that will make you wonder, were these people ever in love in the first place? Now, the popular slogan that makes marriage seem like a celebration is, I do, I did, I'm done. Making marriage seem like a bondage or a prison where somebody has finally been set free from. Not realizing that it is actually a lifetime commitment. Matthew 19 verse 5 says, "And for this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and cling unto his wife, and they two shall become one flesh." To be fair, there are marriages where the couples are like a match made in hell. They find themselves surrounded by so many issues, from domestic violence to mental abuse, to health issues, to cheating, and so on. In that state, one will ask, is divorce an option for a true believer of Christ? Matthew 19 says, some Pharisees came to test Jesus. They asked him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any or every reason? Haven't you read? Jesus replied that in the beginning, the Creator made them male and female, and said, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and cling unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. Why then did Moses command that a man shall give his wife a certificate of divorce and send her away? Jesus replied, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard. But it was not this way from the beginning. I tell you that anyone that divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, and marries another, commits adultery. So, that means there is actually an option for divorce, which is on the grounds of sexual immorality. In other words, a cheating partner. Why? Because the cheater has broken the vow that binds the two of you together by defiling their body. So, aside from sexual immorality, one is not permitted to divorce his or her spouse. There is, however, grounds for separation. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 15 says, but if the unbeliever lives, let it be so. The brother or sister is not bound in such circumstances, for God has called us to live in peace. So, in the case of a spouse abandoning their partner,